Imagine how we felt after season 1 finale. We waited 2.5 years to get season 2. Buckle up, Buttercup. Now imagine seeing this cliffhanger and had to wait 3 years for the second season. It was a long 3 years. Looking forward to your season 2 reaction. And like you said, don't be too hype. This show will hurt you. We had to let it sink in for years. Y'all didn't think I was gonna make you wait 3 years, did you? No, I took 1 week and we are getting back in the octagon already with Arcane season 2, my friends. So let's freaking strap in. I've heard y'all's warnings loud and clear, and hey, I'm freaking nervous. I've been nervous. Welcome back. Thank you all so very much for joining me for the emotional roller coaster that was the first season, but as you guys have made clear, they dialed it up. It gets worse, I guess, in terms of the emotional damage. Obviously, not quality. I have high expectations going into this freaking second season, coming off of that finale, which, hey, in hindsight, I think in the midst of my emotional psychosis and my fixation on the fact that they just insist on continually finding new traumatic ways to torment and just take Jinx's character and just plummet her further into tragedy for some godforsaken reason, because I guess she just can't have happiness. I guess nothing can ever work out for her. In the midst of all of that tirade that I had going on in my season 1 finale reaction, I think I kind of overlooked a really major detail, which is the fact that I think the entire council is dying. Because, hey, I guess I still have some tiny brain cells filled with hope floating around up here, even though this show has literally gone out of its way to show you, hey, have zero hope. But for some reason, I still have a little smidgen of it. And I think that was just fueling a state of denial. That's why I just didn't even necessarily really focus on that. That kind of just felt like an afterthought in context of the rest of what had just tragically happened to Jinx and Vi and Caitlyn. But now, hey, Caitlyn's mom, they're all gonna die. And I kind of had forgotten, hey, my favorite character's in that room. Victor was in that room. I'm still in denial. Literally rewatching that scene, trying to devise scientific explanations for what could actually happen. Okay, they were really laying it on thick. I think Medarda's taken the hit. This is all, I'm gonna hopefully watch the first 5 minutes of this and it will get addressed. But I definitely overlooked the severity of what might have been going on and just kept brainstorming alternative realities for what could happen. This is all gonna sound so stupid because I'm gonna turn this on and they're all gonna be dead. And I'm just, let me walk with me. I think I just was in denial about that, so if I have an emotional breakdown very after the fact here in this first episode of season 2, just bear with me there. The person I'm mainly focused on is Vi, though, because I think officially, finally now, she has to fully remove her rose-colored glasses, whatever sort of lens she was looking at powder through. I think this has fully cemented, obviously, Jinx's choice, and Vi witnessed it firsthand. So I feel like her MO, her objective here, is about to be altered because I no longer think she's just going to primarily be out to try to save her sister. I think she's accepted she can't do that anymore. So I'm going to be watching her to see what her new goal is. I really hope this kind of picks up where it left off, and I'm going to just shut up now and we're going to get into it. I've already been rambling. Oh God. Okay. Oh my God. I feel like I'm about to throw up. Heavy is the crown. Breathe. Alright, let's find out. Is everybody dead? My heart is pounding, y'all. You guys had to wait 3 years for this? Warriors. Oh my God, it's the aftermath, isn't it? Oh my Mary Mother of... Oh my God. Okay, Jayce, I knew it, is still alive. I knew they couldn't. I can't breathe. Oh, so is Medarda. And I thought she was taking the brunt of the blast. Where's Victor? Please tell me Victor didn't. Oh my god, save him, save him, save him! Shit! What? He's Iron Manning him! He's Tony Starking him! Oh god, it's happening! Holy shit, I'm still gonna throw up. New intro, no! Okay, alright, we have a head count, kind of. Who survived? I can't believe I thought, oh. Of course it had to be Caitlin's mom. Oh god.
There's an ocean so dark, and there's a silence so soft. It always sounds when you sing to me. Watch the dark lights flicker.
Caitlin, I love you. Oh, Caitlin, no. Oh my god. Where does this leave her and Vi?
She was a great woman. I don't know how we'll face this crisis without her.
To think we nearly extended sovereignty to the creatures who did this. There will be no more fairy tales of peace until we scour our basement of its demons. I thought it prudent to solicit the advice of such an experienced veteran. We flood the Undercity with enforcers.
Innocents will be caught in the crossfire.
We are under siege! What is she doing here?
She confirmed this was the act of a single deranged individual.
Jinx.
Silco is dead. If we follow your plan, we risk unifying them against us. Pin the attack on Jinx. Post a reward too substantial to ignore.
Jinx has proven elusive. Our healing can only begin once she's been brought to justice.
Then it's settled. 2-1. We invade.
If I may, it's imperative you present a unified front to the public.
I'll agree to endorse the invasion. Such force must be a final resort.
Agreed.
Then it's settled. 2-1.
I really thought Mel was gonna... She was in the direct line of the blast. I'm really glad she's still around.
I had a shot.
Your mother left this to you.
The Kiraman key. No.
It's your legacy now, Caitlin. What is she still doing here?
Low-key, though, I was kind of wondering the same thing. I'm shocked that they haven't fallen out over this. But that speaks to their bond, y'all. They have something.
Hey.
Kiss her. Oh, come on.
You were right, Kate. Powder's gone. I can do this myself. No one else needs to get hurt. No, my arrogance led me to take on more than I could handle, and she paid the price. They're sending all the enforcers after Jinx. I'm going with them. I have to help. You can.
Oh, double agent.
Kate, I can't wear this. You can show they're not all of Zorn supports Jinx. We can show them. I thought you were on our side.
You didn't think at all.
Yeah, that's crazy if I puts that shiz on. She's not gonna. At first I thought she was luring her to, trying to enlist her to beat Jinx as a way to get to her. Where is she, by the way?
Hey, watch it. Knock first. You alright? You, lose someone in the attack?
How is he?
Same as before?
Is he in that tank? No.
Your guess is as good as mine.
That! Oh my god! He's like it's like the lizard.
What's it doing to him?
The hex core's been evolving. All I know for certain is that it's keeping him alive. It should be me up there instead of him. How does the explosion do that to him? And I just walk out without a scratch.
It's because you're the perfect protagonist, Jayce. I knew it.
How'd it go with the council?
My mother's entered the game.
Mel, I promised Victor. Never again.
I won't let them corrupt your dream. Caitlin was there. You might pay her a visit. The poor girl's in so much pain.
That's right, I low-key forget that Caitlin and Jayce started out as besties. And they've been distant.
Hey, Sprout.
Mother and I used to come here when we needed an escape.
I'm sorry I haven't been around.
3 faces keep spinning through my mind. I see Mother when they found her. But then there's Jinx laughing. I just understand now how easy it is to hate them. Then I see Vi. I asked her to put on a uniform.
Vi, wear a badge.
She thinks those gauntlets of yours will solve all her problems. Hex tech may keep us alive, Jayce, but it's not what will save us.
Her dad's right. There's no point in sticking around up here. Except, I'm the one who created the monster.
Vi?
Junior Officer Nolan. Maddie. So what is it? Random search? Escort off the property? Search? No, you're something of a legend amongst the enforcers. You went after Silco alone when the council wouldn't back you. Took on his whole gang.
Kate said all that.
Anyhow, I'm glad you're joining up. It's nice to know there's still good ones left.
No, would she though? I kind of hope not. I can't see Vi being an enforcer, nah. She might infiltrate and just sabotage the enforcers if they start abusing the Undercity.
Duty calls. Reveal on her, Vi.
One of the many privileges of serving as your counselor is having the occasion now and again to stand behind this podium, joined together not by birth or dictum, but by all that we share. Our curiosity, our compulsion to leave behind us a world.
Oh frick, that's Jinx, isn't it?
These things we share are what make us one people.
Oh.
Today, we share an unthinkable loss, but they shall not be forgotten. And they will account for their crimes.
Oh!
Wasn't it?
losing a loved one.
Oh, frick, no, wait, oh. A chainsaw? Okay, don't you dare get Mel. The thingies! Oh god, the main things! What the F is in those? What the frick are those? Operating them. Oh god. Oh! With her bare hands, y'all! Holy flip. Let's go, girls. Can't stay mad at each other forever. Oh.
I have an idea. What are you doing?
Chainsaw Massacre. Okay, breathe. I forgot to breathe there for like 5 minutes. Oh, good. Ah! You're alright, you're alright. Oh. Poor Jayce, always wearing crisp white, the blood on his clothes. Oh. Ah! Okay! Caitlin! Now what was that? Please, is it Victor? Victor, did you wake up? Oh, never mind. Holy shnikes vi. Okay, Hex Tech Tag Team. Oh. Whoa. Oh, they have a troll. This is so much! Don't tell me it's over. Do not tell me. Do not roll credits. If you roll credits right now. Okay. Phew. Thank God. I was going to say. That was... holy. Medarda's mom still out here slitting throats, I see.
Thought for sure you were gonna get yourself killed. What kind of animals?
You need to find a way to call off the invasion.
What?
Down there, you'll be on their terms.
None of this is on our terms.
Maybe you should change that.
Well, I don't know how, okay? This giant hole and I'm just supposed to fill it.
The hole gets smaller, but you never fill it.
I was wrong to spring the badge on you. if I go after your sister alone? One of us comes back in a box.
I know you doubt the merit of your birthright, Caitlin. But remember, you're a Kiraman.
This is what you asked for. Try to hold it in, but it keeps bleeding.
Linkin Park?
Does anyone still doubt that our enemy is greater than one deranged individual?
They must have had help from someone up here.
We can't afford any more hand-wringing.
We aren't prepared for a full-scale invasion.
Who let you in here?
I am a decorated officer, leader of House Kiraman. Address me with respect, or keep your mouth shut. Locate Jinx, dismantle Shimmer, and neutralize any agents still loyal to Silco. We've got a few surprises of our own.
Oh, they did it. Wake up, Victor! End this episode with him waking up. Please, open your eyes. They keep faking me out. I keep thinking it's over. Oh, shnikes. Did Jinx go off grid? Never mind. Just when I thought this couldn't get any better, they start blasting Linkin Park. Shnikes. Alright, they came out firing on all cylinders. They came out guns swinging and answered my prayer for this to start up right where it had left off. The season 1 finale. Now, obviously, I only had to wait a week for that, but I can imagine for those of y'all 3 years? I guess so, because if they were rocking Linkin Park, when did that song come out? It hasn't been that long, has it? 2024. When did Arcane season 2 come out? Also 2024. Oh my god, you guys really were waiting. Y'all were waiting. Holy shnikes. Well, at least, you know, they waited long enough to get this into production so that we could have Linkin Park heavy as the crown. Are you freaking kidding me? Holy shit. Alright, okay. Hypeness aside, I mean, that was a lot. That was action-packed. I can't believe I didn't maybe see that coming, but I think that speaks to now the fact that the gloves are off. Like, I think, well, we see heavy as the crown here for Caitlin, assuming this position of leadership that I think her mother had always hoped for her, and I think I'm curious to see where this is going to propel her character, because one thing that made Caitlin, I think, so rebellious was she was always acting out against this kind of coddling and interference from her mother, who was always mingling in her business, questioning, you know, her own merit, or always just doubting that she had rightfully earned her own accomplishments, wondering, constantly questioning if it was her mother who was kind of interfering in her own business to, you know, help her attain the position that she had. And what made Caitlin great, I still am rocking with her, but what made her great was her defiance of all of that. And she wants to do everything on her own merit. And I think this coincides with the empathy that she has. You know, she's rejecting all of this privilege that she previously had and everything. So I think that allowed her to see the Undercity for what it really was. And she was really championing them as we have to act. We have to interfere to help them. That's what's been interesting out of all of this. Nobody wants to liberate the Undercity. The Undercity was suffering under Silco's reign, and I will get to that in a second. And rather than immediately think, well, maybe we should step in and help them, you know, liberate them from this, actually maybe not turn a blind eye for once, and instead of neglecting them like we always do and just letting them fend for themselves, why don't we actually eradicate this and actually do something about the root cause. Instead, their first train of thought is always, oh, we just gotta get them. We gotta get them. Vilifying them, viewing them as subhuman, referring to them as trash, as like leeches, like with this demonic lens, viewing them obviously as less than, beneath them, literally not viewing their humanity in the Undercity, and rather than strike the root cause of that and free them and actually acknowledge that they are their constituents, their first train of thought is always just, hey, we gotta get violent with them. Like, they have no self-awareness. It's so painful, and Caitlyn's kind of creeping into a little bit of this. I think she's slipping. I'll give her this because, hey, her mom just died. Had an opportunity to eliminate Jinx and didn't, probably because of her love for Vi, obviously, but is suffering the consequences of her decision making there, and perceives herself to be at fault for what happened to her mom, which obviously is not the case. So I'll grant her a little bit of grace here. She was slipping, and this normal empathetic outlook that she tends to have, this kind of mercy that she has towards the Undercity, wanting to actually go through the proper channels to help them, recognizing that there are real people down there, and they're not all just monsters. She was slipping into some of that same rhetoric of, you know, referring to them as monsters or creatures, or, you know, how could they do this, as if the actions of Silco's underlings here represent all of the people in the Undercity. That's just the totality. That's kind of just the black and white stance that everybody here has and can't freaking shake for their own good. Who knows how many innocent lives are about to be lost in the Undercity here as they go to invade, I guess. So Caitlyn, I'm still riding with you. I love you. Love her to death. I like seeing her take her place. Rise up. That's the chief we freaking deserve, y'all. Finally getting that promotion she deserves. And yeah, I think she is a type of person that should be in power, and I think she'll come out of this. I hope. We're gonna see, because now Vi's locked in. She put that on. I have thoughts about that. But there's the one crown that is being assumed here. Caitlyn filling this role, this void now within her family name, rising to that occasion. I think the other crown we're gonna see is who's pulling the strings here. I think it's maybe, I don't know if Jinx is the one who launched and initiated and is orchestrating this attack here, but if somebody's gonna fill Silco's shoes, I wouldn't be shocked if it's her. And obviously, yes, the Undercity was suffering under Silco's reign, but one thing about him is he maybe actually had some decorum, for lack of a better way to put it. Like, he actually seemed to have etiquette and understood that you can't necessarily make power moves without understanding the consequences. Like, even he always played his cards right, and that's why I think there was just this kind of like plateau and complacency between the Undercity and Topside, and why Topside was able to neglect them for so long, because I think Silco just, I'll give him his credit. Like, I think he knew how to actually play the game and knew not to strike if you're not going to be able to take the hits that are going to come afterwards, versus this just obviously seemed very, I don't want to say unplanned, but like gloves are off. Like, any sort of that decorum, or this kind of like, we're not gonna bother you if you don't bother us, like waiting till the right time to make a move, I think all of that is just gone at this point. So I don't know if Jinx had anything to do with this. I imagine she knows she would have a target on her back, so she could be in hiding. That's why I thought maybe she was in the cave, but she's not in the cave. There's just wolves in the cave. Maybe she is in the cave with the wolves. I don't know. Is Bane Juice guy, is this kind of like a Hagrid situation where he has to go off grid because he's hoarding and hiding all of his venomous, poisonous Bane Juice pets that he's been breeding, waiting for the right time? I don't know. But yeah, Vi actually wearing the badge. Gonna be honest, I feel a type of way about that, but I'm not shocked, because as I was saying, you know, in season 1, when you first meet her, she has such vitriol and hatred towards them. That's like what boils her blood and what is fueling and driving her. The pain that she has suffered at the hands of the enforcers and everything that they always kind of represented, but she just was simmering in jail for a while. And as I had always said, this poises her in an interesting position because she doesn't necessarily have any skin in this game and has just kind of been chilling dormant and is now coming out after basically living under a rock. So it's a perfect time for her to pick a side. And I think, obviously, this is what I was saying in the pregame, her rose-colored glasses are off now. She can't necessarily side with her sister anymore. And I don't think she wants to. That said, I don't think that equals she wants to be an enforcer, but I think this is just the lesser of the evil options for her, because otherwise, yeah, I think deep down knows that there is no resolution or no scenario or opportunity anymore that would actually be within the realm of possibility where she could just handle things with Jinx, you know, maybe whisk her away or just get out of Dodge, the two of them. But there's no option for that, and I think she knows that and probably wouldn't want to go down that avenue on her own either. You know, Jayce did say to her, you're never going to make it on your own. So I think she has accepted that and is not putting on the enforcer outfit because she wants to, but I think she's accepted this might be the only way for her to make some sort of impact and pick a metaphorical side, because I think her allegiance will always be with the Undercity. I think Vi still will persist in her goal of, we have to liberate the Undercity. Let's achieve some equality here. And obviously now, like I'm saying, Silco maybe is gonna look like kindergarten in comparison to these other just bloodthirsty council members that he clearly was always trying to rein in. The council, the Undercity, Underbelly Council, you know, he always was reining them in, it seems, and now that he's gone, I think this is just like free reign, open world territory for them to go wreak havoc, and none of them necessarily seem as smart. Like, I'll give it, Silco, he was able to devise, he was conniving, he was sneaky, but he was smart, like he had game plans, and I don't think these folks do. And that's why, hey, they all died. We'll see who assumes that crown. If it is Jinx, if she's just still lurking in the shadows, but oh, what a way to kick things off. And hey, Victor's about to wake up. So they Tony Starked him, they Iron Manned him, and I'm gonna just immediately go and watch the next episode now. Very excited to be kicking things off on such a fiery note here from this first episode of season 2. So if this is any indication of all gas, no brakes, gloves off. So you can catch up on all of our Arcane season 1 reactions here until the next one. I hope you guys are doing so well. Thank you so much for watching with me, and I will see you guys again very, very soon. Bye, guys.